Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is with great pleasure that we welcome tonight's students and guests for the graduation of the third class of Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo International High School, in partnership with Liberty University Online Academy. At Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo. Reverend Josué Alves Ferreira, School Chaplain at Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo. Mr. Adriano Francisco Bareia, Pedagogical Advisor at Principal's Office. Mr. Anderson Paghi Magalhães, International Education Coordinator at Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo. Ms. Eliane Alcina Mota Gouveia Freire, School Register at Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo. Ms. Sabrina White, International High School Teacher at Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo, and Commencement Speaker. We would like to thank our special invited guests who are honoring us with their presence on this historic evening when we are celebrating the third graduation class of Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo International High School, in partnership with Liberty University Online Academy. We would also like to thank our audience online who is watching us on our YouTube channel. I would now like to ask everyone to stand to welcome the class of 2021.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the. Hey, burn me up, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, burn me up, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my time, it came from. Hey, burn me up, you burn me up, believer, believer. Third things third.
The school principal, Ms. Márcia de Oliveira Regis, will now officially open the ceremony.
Alô? Agora sim. Boa noite a todos. Eu declaro aberta essa sessão solene de colação de grau dos nossos queridos alunos do High School do Colégio Presbiteriano Mackenzie São Paulo, 2021.
Gentlemen, please stand for the national anthems of the United States of America and Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, our school chaplain, Reverend Josué Alves Ferreira, will lead us in a word of prayer.
Queridos formandos, queridos pais, eu fiquei pensando uma mensagem para trazer para vocês, especialmente para vocês. E quando eu falei semana passada para o Middle School e High School, eu falei sobre um texto do apóstolo Paulo, 1 Coríntios capítulo 13, quando o apóstolo Paulo fala sobre as línguas. Se eu falasse as línguas dos homens e dos anjos, se eu não tiver amor, nada me aproveitará. E é interessante que ele fala sobre isso, e mesmo se tivermos toda a sabedoria de falarmos diversos idiomas, diversos não, todos da universidade, desse mundo, e também dos anjos. Só no Brasil tem mais de 160 idiomas. No mundo, mais de 6.000 idiomas. Então é impossível falar os idiomas todos. Se eu não tiver amor, nada vai aproveitar. Mas eu queria falar sobre um outro texto desse homem chamado Paulo, que trouxe o nome para a nossa cidade. Um texto de Filipenses. Ele escreveu essa carta aos Filipenses, uma cidade que ele foi apedrejado. Ele apanhou, ele sofreu diversos açoites, foi jogado na cadeia e meia-noite, com muita fome, com muito machucado, ele cantava louvores a Deus e os demais companheiros de prisão escutavam. E quando ele estava ali, ele sofreu muito, mas ele escreve depois essa carta para essa cidade falando sobre alegria. É interessante, ele fala sobre alegria para a cidade. Diversos textos. Um dos textos é Filipenses 4:4, quando ele fala assim: alegrai-vos sempre no Senhor. Outra vez digo, alegrai-vos. Eu citei um texto desse Filipenses 4, versículo 8, quando ele fala assim: tudo que é verdadeiro, tudo que é justo, tudo que é amável, tudo que é de boa fama, se alguma virtude há, se algum louvor existe, seja isso que ocupe o vosso pensamento. Mas tem uma parte do capítulo 4, versículo 11, que ele diz o seguinte: eu aprendi a viver contente. É interessante, tudo nós temos que aprender. Nós nascemos e começamos a aprender logo no nascimento. Todo momento é oportunidade de um aprendizado. Nós nunca pararemos de aprender. Por mais que alguém fale assim: já estou idoso, já não tenho mais condições, ele vai aprender e vai ensinar também. Cada minuto nós aprendemos. Mas o apóstolo Paulo, ele fala de algo muito interessante. Eu aprendi a viver contente. Viver contente. Eu nunca imaginaria que aprender a viver contente seria um aprendizado. Será que é um aprendizado mesmo? Se fosse assim, todo mundo queria aprender a viver contente. Mas é isso que ele fala. Eu aprendi a viver contente. E aí ele coloca algumas situações. O problema é que muitas vezes nós não passamos por essas situações. E quando passamos, aí vem a tristeza, a angústia, o sofrimento. Vocês, jovens do high school, vocês provavelmente não passaram por necessidades. Provavelmente não. Porque vocês têm atrás de vocês pessoas que se desgastam por vocês, fazem tudo por vocês. O professor Guion, professor de vocês, ele dá uma aula e ele fala: você é um custo ou investimento para os seus pais. Lembra dessa aula? Ele é professor de ensino religioso. Você é um custo ou investimento? Para muitos, o aluno é simplesmente um custo porque eles não aproveitam as oportunidades. Mas para outros é um investimento que os pais estão fazendo. Mas esse investimento, a questão é a seguinte, que depois, daqui a um tempo, a Bíblia fala que vocês são como flechas na mão do guerreiro. Os pais de vocês estão segurando vocês E agora já apontaram o que eles querem lá na frente. Eles vão soltar. Chegou a hora de soltar. Para onde vocês vão? Se você observar uma flecha, ela vai sempre assim, fazendo as curvas, e vai passar por problemas e dificuldades. E é isso que o apóstolo Paulo está dizendo. Eu aprendi a viver contente em toda e qualquer situação. E ele então enumera as situações que ele passou. Tanto ser estar honrado, como ser desonrado. De tudo e em todas as circunstâncias tem experiência, tanto de fartura como de fome, de abundância como de escassez. Nós nunca passamos por dificuldades tão grandes como algumas pessoas passam pelo nosso país e pelo mundo afora, de escassez. Eu sei que no Brasil tem muito isso, mas eu sei que talvez aqui seja difícil. Na minha infância eu passei muitas necessidades. Minha família é muito grande. E eu tive que começar a trabalhar com 12 anos para poder ajudar em casa. Trabalhar num açougue. Acordava às 5 da manhã e ficava o dia todo trabalhando para à noite ir para a escola dormir. Passei por muitas dificuldades, mas eu sempre agradeci a Deus. Porque a gente pode passar por necessidades, mas a gente pode também ter uma outra coisa, porque ele acrescenta assim: eu já passei por todas essas coisas, mas tudo posso naquele que me fortalece. Nós temos um Deus criador que nos fez de uma forma tão especial e nos colocou aqui na terra com pessoas especiais, que são os familiares, o pai, a mãe, o avô, a avó, a tio, parentes que estão conosco, nos amando e dando tudo para a gente. Mas vai chegar um momento que a gente vai ter que se virar sozinho, e vocês vão ter que se virar sozinhos. Mas que vocês possam aprender a viver contente em toda e qualquer situação. Tanto ser estar honrado ou desonra. Ser humilhado, mas ser exaltado. E tudo em todas as circunstâncias. Que vocês possam sempre falar assim: eu posso as coisas porque eu tenho alguém que me fortalece e está comigo, e é o meu Deus. Este apóstolo Paulo escreveu outra vez o seguinte, que ele tinha um espinho na carne, que era um mensageiro do inimigo, para o esbofetear. E ele falou assim: eu pedi a Deus 3 vezes que afastasse de mim. E Deus respondeu: a minha graça te basta, porque o poder se aperfeiçoa na fraqueza. O poder se aperfeiçoa na fraqueza. Quando a gente tem necessidade, é que a gente vai buscar mais a Deus. Quando está tudo bem, a gente nem lembra dele. Nem lembra. Mas quando tem a fraqueza, aí a gente busca. E ele, pois, então, continua o seu cântico dizendo: de boa vontade, pois, mais me gloriarei nas fraquezas, para que sobre mim repouse o poder de Cristo. Porque eu sinto prazer nas fraquezas, nas injúrias, nas necessidades, nas angústias por amor de Cristo. Porque quando eu sou fraco, é que eu sou forte. É que eu sou forte. Quando eu vejo que eu não posso, mas eu sei quem pode atrás de mim, que é o meu Deus, para me sustentar e fortalecer. Que vocês possam continuar a jornada de vocês, com os dons e talentos de vocês, para a honra e glória de Deus. E onde vocês forem pelo mundo afora, com o conhecimento que vocês têm, vocês possam sempre lembrar que vocês têm um que fortalece a vida de vocês em todo o tempo. Todos nós temos esse Deus maravilhoso que nos criou e nos fez de uma forma especial e nos dá a capacidade de aprendermos tanto como outras línguas. Vamos orar. Obrigado, Deus, por Tua presença, e obrigado, Deus, porque nós podemos aprender também a ficar contente. Ajuda-nos, ó Deus, a agradecermos mais, a oferecermos mais um pouco de nós. Ajuda-nos a esquecer a ingratidão e também o pedir e o reclamar, que traz tristeza. Nós te agradecemos por tudo e pedimos a bênção do Senhor sobre esses jovens, meninos e meninas, e todos os seus familiares, para que a graça do Senhor possa estar inundando mais e mais suas vidas. Em Cristo Jesus que oramos. Amém, Senhor. Amém.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our valedictorian for the third graduating class of Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo International High School.
Principal, Ms. Márcia de Oliveira Regis. School Register, Ms. Eliana Gouveia. Mr. Adriano Francisco Barea. Reverend Josué Alves Ferreira. Coordinator, Mr. Anderson Margalhães. Commencement speaker, Ms. Sabrina White. Honored guests, teachers, dear parents, and outstanding fellow graduates, good evening. It is, indeed, an honor and great responsibility to be here tonight speaking on behalf of the class of 2021, especially because I know how great the 2020 and 2019 speeches were. Well, I do intend to preserve this tradition. I would like to start my speech by thanking God for the wonderful opportunity for us all to be here tonight. Despite the masks, it is lovely to see so many familiar faces in this auditorium. Class of 2021, what a great achievement this evening represents in our lives. I congratulate each of you for the commitment, determination, and perseverance you've all demonstrated all along. We have just finished what we thought was going to be impossible. And I know this because it was considerably challenging for me too. We pushed and developed ourselves not only mentally, but also socially. During these years, we studied economics and learned how to build our financial budget. We studied public speaking, which helped us to broaden our sense of self-confidence in front of an audience. We studied literature and learned about how Macbeth and his wife assassinated Duncan King and take the throne of Scotland. Now, not only do we know about Virginia history, but we also know how to tell people our own story and make ourselves understood in the English language. We have acquired skills and competence that will guide us personally, academically, and professionally for years to come. The point is, it is not all about us. I'm constantly saying we as a way to refer to us, the graduates. However, we are not the only stars here. Therefore, for the heroes in here, our parents, family members, coordinator Mr. Anderson, teachers Ms. Sabrina White, Mr. Corner Coyle, Ms. Evelyn Madsen, and Mr. Sergio Leite, as well as our dear Olena Zagaruco, Ms. Luciana Mello, Ms. Natalia Wells, and all staff members who helped us through this period, providing us with any and all the necessary support. For all of you, we are immensely grateful for everything you've done. While I was in the car coming to the ceremony and thinking about what I was going to say when I was called up here, I thought about many topics. For sure, the first thing that came to mind was how elegant Mr. Anderson would be tonight. Jokes aside, I confess that in the blink of an eye, I realized what I had to talk about was precisely related to our most valuable finite asset, which is time. When we look back to 3 years ago, when we first saw the word high school in front of us, I know many of you got desperate about how it would be possible to do both Brazilian and American high school curriculums at the same time. Honestly, all of us, at least once, thought we were not going to be able to make it. Especially in the last 2 years during the pandemic, we have been locked at home, where every little thing seemed to take away our focus and distract us. But now, there's no doubt that it was worth accepting the challenge and doing our best, that it was worth doubling our workload and sacrificing a few hours of sleep so that we could write a 10-page research paper, not just once, but 4 times. This proves what is written in Ecclesiastes by Solomon when he says, "For everything there's a fixed time, and a time for every business under the sun. A time for planting and a time for uprooting, a time for weeping and a time for laughing." And this is absolutely time for celebrating a tremendous deed. This is the time to celebrate, not only because we have reached our goal, but much more than that, for having gone through the whole process and experienced several moments, situations, and emotions, and having learned from mistakes along the way. Certainly, each detail, everything we have lived and experienced here will make the difference for the person we are developing to every day. Here, we have acquired knowledge, experience, and maturity. Nevertheless, let us not forget to keep planning at all times so that we can reap holy fruits at the right time. I know that at the end of every chapter of our lives and beginning of a new one, uncertainties may appear. That's normal, don't worry. If you allow me, at this final moment, I leave here 3 pieces of advice that can help you. Firstly, find our purpose, because it makes you feel grateful. Secondly, follow your passion, because it makes life more pleasant. And last but not least, spend quality time with those you love, because time passes so fast that it becomes the most precious resource we have. This is the time of our lives in which we have so many choices to make, and that definitely raises our anxiety levels. For this reason, please allow me to share with you one of my favorite biblical passages. You can find it in Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." These verses reassure us of the importance of gratitude. By keeping a grateful heart, we can go through any hardships in life, and this will definitely keep our hearts peaceful. When you believe in the Lord, you will never be left alone. His words will bring you peace of mind and confidence, and these are powerful weapons for you to fight for your dreams and feel equipped to achieve anything. Anything can happen when you keep the faith. Dear class of 2021, it has been a splendid period of high school with all of you, and it is necessarily a memorable and unforgettable moment of our lives. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the very, very, very best. May God bless you all forever. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our commencement speaker, Ms. Sabrina White.
Oh, Cassio, I'm in trouble now. Well, first of all, I'd like to say good evening to everyone. It is my pleasure and honor to all the students here present tonight, and how you have accomplished yet another year of studies, and one of the hardest you should ever have to face. So much was asked of you over the past year. You were forced to change your study habits from the classroom you had always known to the confines of your homes. Learning only through the lens of a computer screen. That was tough. Then, upon returning to class, you were all made to spend the day with masks covering our faces. This year was about extra sacrifice. You all had to push harder and overcome obstacles that no one could prepare for. And here we all are, together, having prevailed. So, first I want to congratulate the students and also the parents and all the staff of Mackenzie for perceiving this year in spite of our overwhelming circumstances. I would like to extend a special thanks to all those who built this institution and to those who are changing the course of education. Mr. Regis, for leading us in this change. Mr. Adriano Barreira, for his pedagogical advice and support. Ms. Eliane Gouveia, for taking care of all the transcripts and certificates. Thank you. Reverendo Josué Ferreira, for guiding us all in faith and love to our Savior, Jesus Christ. And to Mr. Anderson, for believing in each one of us and inspiring our personal growth as scholars and citizens of the world. And Ms. Olena, for supporting this vision and change. Also to Mrs. Wells for her outstanding knowledge, care, and education and dedication towards your growth. Mr. Courtney, who is not physically present, but with his calm and pleasant demeanor, conquered our hearts by planting seeds of hope and faith. And many other teachers, outside professionals, including my father, who came to you with wisdom in the hope of building your perception of the world and your understanding of all that is to come in life. What we are celebrating here today is your conclusion in the international education program and graduation from high school. Graduating high school is a major step in our lives. Many of you will go on to earn further degrees from universities across the world, where you will take your courses in English and possibly other languages as well. Our hope is that you will take the skills and standards of educational excellence with you on your next journey, whatever it may be. Of course, graduating from Mackenzie is not only about passing the next steps in life, but also includes the instruction that affirms Christian truth. That is the belief that we live in a created universe where all truth emanates from God as a guide for life. For the Lord has already declared in Jeremiah chapter 32 to 19, verse 19, "For I know the plan I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." My hope is that these words and this faith with you as your journey in life continues. Though we cannot see our future, we can depend on our education, experiences, and faith to guide us along the way. Many of you have figured out where you will go from here. Some will begin working right away. Some will move off to other countries to study. Others will study here in Brazil. And some are still studying the idea of what to do next. What is certain for all is that there is no clear path that will work for everyone. Each must find his or her own way. And determining which path to go down will require all that you have learned in your studies and life experiences until now. Knowing yourself, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, being honest about what truly motivates you and brings you happiness will be the major guiding lights in an infinite sea of choices. That and your faith in God. When I was young, I had no control over my circumstances of my life. My life moved from Brazil to England, and there on to Mozambique and on to South Africa. I had to learn both English and Portuguese from an early age, and I had to learn to make new friends quickly. Little did I know that one day these experiences would shape my career. While I was earning my degree in college, I worked teaching English on a side pocket money. What I found was that I loved working with children and loved working with languages. I had always taken for granted the fact that I spoke 2 languages natively. But I realized that teaching English made me happy, and the children I worked with also enjoyed working with me. I found success by realizing what I liked and what I was good at, as I used my God-given talents as a people person and teacher. So, I put it to you to ask yourselves, what are your God-given talents? Are you a people person? Will you be able to leverage your English language skills that you have learned here? Where do your talents lie? Are you a graceful ballerina? Will you be the next sensation in the music industry? Will you bring cheers to football lovers around the world as a star player? Or maybe you prefer the quiet comfort of solitude. The world needs accountants, computer programmers, and librarians as well. Finding your way is no easy task, and no one will be able to choose for you. Understanding yourself and the options out there are the keys to unlocking our future. I'd like you to take a minute and close your eyes and envision a marble statue and I will describe it to you. It is a statue with wings, a dress, no arms, and a missing head. Now, I will tell you what I see. Please open your eyes. I see a masterpiece that has stood the test of time. And I see the sculptors who built this everlasting image, and the sweat and toil they put into so many years ago. And I see unimaginable time it took to create. In 200 BC, Greek sculptors sculpted the winged victory of Samothrace, a 2.75 meter statue currently present in the Louvre Museum in France, Paris, that represents victory in a sea battle. But I reference the victory you and those sitting close to you have made towards your lives, and I present this image as an homage to you all. Each one of you is as unique as this statue I stated, a true masterpiece. And like its sculptures, you have dedicated time, purpose, and heart to becoming the people you are today. If you observe closely, you can see the wet and wind-blown drapery clothing that cling to her body. I did have an image, okay. Some consider it an art of perfection, but I say an art of time. Imagine the time it took sculptors to carve and polish the sculpture so many years ago. Now envision all that you have done to sculpt and mold your own form, character, and style. You all arrange your studies according to a plan by structuring each step in building your future. You molded your form, character, and style. Right, George? And you channeled your thoughts, making good decisions towards your studies, peers, and family. And of course, it was not done in one day. It all took time. I have seen you all grow in the last 4 years, from the terrible 4s to the top 5s, from not working collaboratively to becoming true leaders. I see you respecting your teachers, peers, and outsiders. And this is what offers, and this is what offers a sense of direction and meaning in our lives. You did not learn these skills all at once. Oh, I read it again. Forgive me. Sorry. It took hard work, of course. It took time. As you move forward in the world, remember that to create the masterpiece that is your own life, you will make innumerable decisions. Choose between infinite options and work, sweat, and toil away countless hours. And you must start somewhere. For those of you who have no clue as what is next, I say try something. Anything that you believe is in sync with your talents, beliefs, and motivations. If you do not find the success you hoped for, move on to the next endeavor, but do not be afraid to try. For those who think they have their entire lives planned out already, be aware that not all avenues work out the way we dream. And so be ready for the bumps in the road and make your decisions using your experience and education to adjust as you move towards your masterpiece. The winged victory of Samothrace was not created in one day, but she has lasted over 1,000 years because she was crafted steadily and carefully. She has lasted the test of time, as your legacy surely will. The key is to go after what you want for your life. Do not be afraid to try something. Be honest with yourselves. And remember the beautiful winged victory of Samothrace. Like her, you have time on your side. Recognize your talents, trust in your own hand, your faith in God, and knowledge of yourself. Make decisions based on these things, and your masterpiece will come together with time. I want to congratulate you all on your monumental accomplishment. You are now high school graduates. Please wear this badge with honor, pride, and continue to achieve as you move forward wherever you decide to go. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, our students will now pay a tribute to their honored teachers and staff. Ms. Sabrina White will be honored by the student Caterine Vidal Sansoni dos Santos for her teaching and mentoring of the students.
Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the
Ms. Natalia Stercy Wells will be honored by the student Douglas Yejun Chong for her teaching and mentoring of the students.
I'm okay already, so move on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me as you make somebody, oh, no, no. If you wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up.
Ms. Summer Saler Semid will be honored by the student Danielle Reis Haske for her teaching and mentoring of the students.
Don't stop doing about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to.
Mr. Sereg Pereira Leite will be honored by the student Carolina Johansen Saraiva de Carvalho for his teaching and mentoring of the students.
I'm not where you left me
Luciana Mello will be honored by the student Danielle Omeric Aldigueri Santos for her teaching and mentoring of the students.
If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, oh, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me,
Mr. Anderson Pag Magalhães will be honored by the student Maria Helena Rezende Matos Freitas for his teaching and mentoring of the students.
If you really need me, just reach out and touch me. Come on, honey, tell me so, baby. Now he's acting shy, looking for an answer. Come on, honey, let's spend the night together. Now hold on a minute before we
Ms.
go.
Olena, our secretary, will be honored by the student Felipe Pezota de Arruda Paz for all her support to students, families, and faculty.
Personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone, like the tell.
Mr. John Courtney Coyle, former teacher, will be honored by the student Jorge Luiz Borges Moreiras for his teaching and mentoring of the students. Mr. Courtney is watching us online, and Mr. Anderson will receive the prize on his behalf.
So much for your promises. They died the day you let me go. Caught up in a web of lies, but it was just too late to know. I thought it was you. I'd stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Courtney Coyle will send a message to parents and the graduating class.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone, this is Mr. Courtney. I'm coming to you live, no, I'm just kidding, from the University of Tennessee at the Haslam College of Business. Guys, congratulations. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Anderson for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to speak to you very briefly. But guys, I'm just so excited for you. So proud of you for all the hard work that you have accomplished over the last few years. While your friends and your family were all doing their thing and having a good time, you were busy at work. You were busy doing research and comparing and contrasting English literature and writing research papers and doing other activities. You put in the hard work when everyone else was out having a good time. Not that we didn't have a good time, right? I mean, we were always having a good time. Guys, and especially everything that you've been through over the last 2 years, the perseverance that you showed during this pandemic is commendable. And so guys, congratulations. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for that level of perseverance. Without you guys, we were out of a job. Without you guys, we had no purpose in Mackenzie anymore. And so you guys gave me a purpose. You gave Miss White and Miss Wells and Mr. Anderson purpose every day. And that was to give you guys guidance. It was to teach you. It was to prepare you for the future. And so I have no doubt that today you're leaving Mackenzie much more prepared than you were when you came into Mackenzie. You may not realize it now, but I promise you, once you get into that university classroom or that job, that internship, you're going to realize just how much the high school program has prepared you. So now as you go into this time of transition, I just want to encourage you, you're going to have a lot of change, right? A lot of it's going to be challenging. Some of it's going to be easy compared to high school. My wife and I are also in a time of transition and change. So ever since we got back to the United States, so we thought that this would be easy to come back to my culture, my language, my nation. It hasn't been. It's been really difficult. We've had one thing after another. Nothing has been easy. Guys, it doesn't matter if you're going to go across the world or stay in São Paulo and continue living with your parents. You're going to have change. You're going to have transition and challenges. So here's my one encouragement, and then I'll be done. In the Bible, in the New Testament, in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 11, the Apostle Paul tells us that he has learned to be content in whatever circumstances he finds himself in. So guys, whatever circumstances you find yourself in, whether you are not understanding the content and failing the classes that you take in university, whether you are succeeding greatly, whether you get into a job and feel underprepared, whether you get into a relationship with someone and it's going great, whether you're a successful CEO or on the verge of bankruptcy, learn to be content. That's my biggest encouragement to you today, is that to trust the Lord and be content in the situation that He has for you, because He has a plan, He loves you, He's in control, and He allows us to choose which path that we want to take. But He certainly has a desire for your life and for mine. And so, guys, I hope that you will seek the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, and that you'll be content in the circumstances that you find yourself in. So that's it. Guys, I want to tell you one more time, in case I didn't tell you enough, that I love you. I do miss you. Life is definitely not the same without all of you here with me. And I hope that one day I'll be able to go and visit you guys, and we'll have a cafezinho and pão de queijo and just share some memories together. But until then, go and do your best. Give your best effort, always. Don't take shortcuts. Treat people with respect, the same way that you would want to be treated. Go live for your dreams and dream big. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do what you've dreamt of doing, because all the people who've changed the course of history ended up proving someone else wrong. Okay? Can you promise me that? Good. All right, guys. Congratulations again. God bless you. I love you. Ciao.
We will now present to the graduating classes a photographic tribute prepared by the students.
Tonight, tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. the world. I'm turning inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. I'm having a good time. Don't stop. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all. Yeah. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars on a collision course. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. I'm a sex machine ready to reload. Like an atom bomb about to explode. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic woman of you. Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Have a good time, good time. Don't stop me, don't stop me.
Now, high school student Ms. Noemi Lessa Barreto Alves do Sacramento and ensino médio student Rebeca Ribeiro Lamana Silva will also pay a special tribute to the graduating class of 2021. We would like to invite Mr. Jorge Luiz Borges Moreira, salutatorian of the class of 2021, to lead the class on taking an oath. We will now ask our students to stand.
You got it thought. I've seen the doggest around.
I solemnly swear to uphold my duties as a citizen, respect all and put my knowledge and abilities at the service of a more wholesome and inclusive society. Protect our ecological environment and celebrate life to the full. To this end, I shall continue my studies with enthusiasm. To this I swear.
Mackenzie Presbyterian School, recognizing our high school students' efforts and dedication, is honored to pay tribute to some of our outstanding performances in 3 specific areas: collaborative leadership, linguistic development, and organization. We would like to invite Ms. Sabrina White, who will hand out the certificates of outstanding performance to our freshmen. For collaborative leadership, Maria Teresa Richard Dias. For Language Development, Noemi Lessa Barreto Alves do Sacramento and Gustavo Canelha Souza. For Organization, Isabela Marques Souza Carvalho. We will now invite Ms. Natalia Stercy Wells, who will hand out the certificates of outstanding performance to our sophomore. For collaborative leadership, Maria Fernanda Sester e José Guilherme de Carvalho Guilhem Blatt. Felipe Gonçalves Rossi Silva. For organization, Rafael Johan Takassi. And now, to hand out the certificates of outstanding performance to our senior class, we invite Ms. Summer Saleh Samit. For collaborative leadership, Rebecca Alves Nassifi. For language development, Júlia Lins dos Santos Gomes de Oliveira e Júlia Streller Valente. Ladies and gentlemen, the International Education Coordinator at Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo, Mr. Anderson Pag Magalhães, will speak to the graduating class.
Honored guests, faculty, staff, families, graduates, good evening. Tonight, I would like to give out 3 messages to 3 different groups, and I am starting with the parents, with the families. Caros pais, prezados responsáveis, esta é uma noite de vocês também, para vocês celebrarem essa grande vitória. Logo ao entrarmos ao auditório, eu estava conversando com um pai e uma mãe que disseram que, emocionados, que disseram que a primeira cerimônia de encerramento do filho foi aqui, na Escola Americana, quando ele estava na educação infantil. E hoje ele está terminando aqui dentro do mesmo local. Então, esta é uma noite de celebração para as famílias, porque foram vocês aqueles que apoiaram e deram todo o suporte quando eles disseram que iriam cursar 2 currículos, um americano e o brasileiro. Além disso, vocês estavam ao lado deles nos momentos mais difíceis, em quantas vezes que eles não pensaram em desistir. Então, este é um momento para que vocês possam celebrar também. Nós, do Colégio Presbiteriano Mackenzie de São Paulo, somos gratos a Deus e a vocês, porque vocês nos escolheram para a educação e formação dos seus filhos, e fizeram isso 2 vezes, para o currículo brasileiro e para o currículo americano. Então, muito obrigado e parabéns a todos vocês. Now, I would like to address our leadership, teachers, and staff. Olena. Tonight we are also celebrating because this is a great achievement for us. It's our third ceremony of graduation for the international program. And with all the support from our school principal, Ms. Marcia, from all the beautiful teachings from Reverendo Josué, from all the effort our teachers have put into planning lessons and delivering beautiful lessons, all the kindness and help Ms. Olena has given us throughout these years, these all pay off now, tonight. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So thank you very much, and congratulations to every one of you, to everything you have done, to the international department, to our students, and to the families. Thank you. Now, last but not least, I'm going to talk to the graduates, and I'm going to have to break the protocol a little bit, so excuse me. Beloved high schoolers, and I do think this is the last time I'm going to be calling you high schoolers. Very soon, you are going to be undergraduate students. And you are not going to be any undergraduate student. You are just graduating from 2 high school programs in 2 different languages, studying 2 school periods, mornings and afternoons. You have just written 4 research papers. And I could go on with numbers because they do show that you are not going to be ordinary undergraduate students. You are prepared to go out there and make a difference. Obstacles are going to be a lot higher, believe me. Problems are going to be more difficult. But you all have the tools to make a difference. So go out there and make a difference. I have some advice to you. This maybe will make your path easier. 1, trust the Lord and always ask for guidance. He has brought you here and will take you anywhere. 2, always remember where you come from. Remember your family. Remember your teachers. Remember your school. Remember your churches. They will help you go wherever you want to go. Remember what you have achieved. It's not little, it's a lot. And 3rd, do not accept to be ordinary. All this will give you strength to move on. So please, move on. Go out there, make this world a better place. We need you. Our generation needs you. And we trust you with this task. Go out there, make this world better. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.
We would like to invite the commencement speaker, Ms. Sabrina White, for the presentation of the certificates, and Reverend Josué Alves Ferreira, who are going to hand out a bilingual Bible to the graduates. We would like to start with Mr. Cássio Henrique Cardoso Ferreira, the valedictorian for the class of 2021. Next, we would like to call Mr. Jorge Luiz Borges Moreira, salutatorian of the class of 2021. We will call up now each of the graduates in alphabetical order. Ms. Carolina Johansen Saraiva de Carvalho.
Every time she closed her eyes, when she was just a girl, she
Miss Caterine Vidal Sansone dos Santos.
bullets catching your teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy. The wheel breaks fly. Every tear a waterfall. In the night, the stormy night.
Mr. Daniel Omeric Aldigueri Santos.
The stormy night, away she flies. And dream of
Mr. Daniel Reis Haske. Mr. Douglas Yejun Chon.
so lying underneath those stormy skies. She said, oh, I know the sun will set to rise. This could be paradise.
Mr. Felipe Pezota de Arruda Paz. Mr. Luan Pinheiro Zampolo. I would like to invite Mr. Antônio César to hand out the certificate to his daughter Maria Helena Rezende Matos Freitas. Miss Nicole Fadel Rovagminion. Ladies and gentlemen, the school principal of Mackenzie Presbyterian School, São Paulo, Ms. Márcia de Oliveira Regis, will speak to the graduating class and officially close the ceremony.
Queridos, é sempre uma emoção participar dessa formatura do high school. É a terceira que eu participo, Mr. Anderson. E é igualmente emocionante ver vocês aqui finalizando esse ciclo tão bonito. Vocês são lindos, sabidos e muito corajosos. Escolher fazer 2 certificações, o ensino médio do Mackenzie, que já é difícil, e mais o high school, é realmente uma atitude de coragem. Mas o bonito é saber que, quando a gente escolhe desafios como esses, a gente não está sozinho, não é verdade? Porque a nossa formação, dentro da escola ou fora dela, é construída, é tecida por muitas pessoas que estão junto da gente. Professor Anderson, você falou lindamente aqui das famílias, e elas de verdade sustentam a gente nesse processo. Mas nós também temos aí nessa trajetória os nossos professores queridos, né? E eu fiquei emocionada aqui de ver o Courtney, estava morrendo de saudade dele. Que riqueza vocês terem o privilégio de caminhar com Mr. Courtney, Miss Sabrina, Mr. Serig, Natália, Summer, Luciana. Que privilégio vocês tiveram nessa trajetória. Mas vocês tiveram uns aos outros também. Eu me emocionei aqui vendo as fotinhos de vocês, a brincadeira, a alegria. E são as pessoas que tornam as trajetórias mais leves. Essa trajetória linda, tão bem descrita, Cássio, por você no seu discurso. Parabéns, turma maravilhosa de 2021. Além de todas os desafios, vocês ainda tiveram a pandemia no meio do caminho. Mas louvamos a Deus, que com certeza conduziu cada um de vocês também, e a gente pode ver essa marca na fala do Cássio, da Sabrina, professor Anderson, que é um coordenador muito especial. E nós, como pais, sabemos o quanto os nossos filhos estão bem cuidados no high school, Anderson, por você e pela nossa querida e amada Olena. E assim, com o coração... Amém. Com o coração extremamente pulsante, aqui de alegria, de felicidade, eu encerro essa sessão solene de colação de grau da turma do High School 2021 do Colégio Presbiteriano Mackenzie, São Paulo.
I'm so sweet. Don't let nobody touch it unless that somebody's me. I gotta be a man, there ain't no other way. 'Cause girl, you're hotter than a Southern California day. I don't wanna play no games, you don't gotta be afraid. Don't give me all that shy shit, no makeup on, that's my sugar.